AR Ab,
what's
going on,
good? Man? It's the top going AR. What's up, bro?
What's poppin', AR Ab, man? What's good, my nigga?
Hey, I'm living life, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
Now, man. Get my bag, man.
Ab, to start off real quick, you apparently made someone wave the white flag today. Diss tracks being taken off, saying that Meek Mill does not want beef, nothing like that. What did you take from it after all that was released?
You know, at the end of the day, man, I kind of knew this not what he wanted from the jump. You know what I'm saying? You know, the world, you know, especially when I got involved, I knew this not what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? But, you gotta understand, like, people know each other out here, man. Niggas know, like, what I'm into. I know what, you know what I mean, he's into and what he's not into. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I don't really take nothing from it, man. You know, I'm getting my bag, man. Like, you know, I guess he's trying to get his bag. You know what I'm saying? Shit, but you know, when you're in Philly with niggas like us, and you know, shit can get real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just done. You know what I'm saying? So I guess nobody really wants shit to get too real. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Ab, on some real shit though, my nigga. For real though, this how I look at it, cause it's smoke and mirrors and shit. Son put out the fucking post saying, he's not responding to Drake anymore, right? Yeah. When you read that shit, my nigga, I don't know if did you get a chance to read that shit?
No, I tried to read nothing on these niggas' pages and shit. Man.
I feel you. I'll break it down for you, my nigga. I'll break it down for you. Half of that shit was to Drake, but then other shit, that was to OBH. Now, he wasn't dissing niggas and shit. Don't get it fucked up. He wasn't dissing niggas. It was like, I look at it more like he's throwing a white flag and trying to play the victim in everything, my nigga. You know what I mean? Son said that.
You know, there's a lot of shit he was doing to Philly niggas, and like, he did a lot of nut shit, but he the only motherfucker that Philly had. He the only nigga that we had out here, so everybody was behind him because, you know, everybody watching him grow up. You know what I mean? He grew up in the rap scene in Philly, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody, the world just started hearing him. He grew up with us in front of our eyes. Like, 14, 15, and 16, he watched him rap on DVDs and the media in Philly. So, you know, we know him. You know, we know he's really not into a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So it's on the tip, like, the whole Philly, you know, they was behind him, but then now, like, he just started exposing his hand, like, really, I mean, he started exposing his hand, and the motherfuckers started saying that shit, so they started saying he ducked a lot of the sucker shit he was doing, you know what I mean, so now he got to play the victim, you know what I'm saying, to get the world back on his side, you know what I'm saying, because if I would have been said all the nut shit he was doing, they would have called me a hater. I'd have seemed like the mad rapper if I'd have been exposed all the nut shit he was doing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, it's a good time, and like, you know what I mean, you come at me and I try to take the motherfucking adult route. I never said nothing, you know what I'm saying? When you say F me on stage in front of people, you just open the door for me to tell everybody what's going on about this, for real.
But Ab, let me ask you a question though, because I listen to your music, my nigga. When you did the joint called Say My Name, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first heard that shit, I was like, yo, is my nigga Ab getting that Meek a little bit though? A little sneak jab? That's what I thought. Me and my niggas heard that shit. It was like,
I'm gonna keep it real to you. It was not just that. It was like the whole Philly rap scene, because, you know, I keep hearing, like, a lot of niggas talk, like, you know, I talk the most shit. You know, I said the top.
Yes, you do, my nigga.
I do this, I do that. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. You know, like, you know, a lot of niggas, there's a lot of street guys who did worse shit than I did. But I know the rappers ain't really where I'm at on the street shit. You know, they rappers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know a lot more. I see a lot of people saying indirect shit on their Instagrams, and, you know, shit getting back to me, little fly shit motherfuckers are saying. So I'm just calling everybody out, man. Say my name. If you really feel like I ain't who I am, say my name. We're going to get busy. I want to do a rap, or we can run into each other and we bump heads. See how that goes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just want somebody to say, it wasn't just the Meek. It was like everybody, man. Everybody was talking indirect. And it was like, and y'all know who y'all is. If y'all in a circle talking to your homies and y'all talking about me, say my name. Because I know everybody do it. So it's like, y'all talking bad about me in y'all little private circles. All you got to do is say Ab name. We're going to get busy.
Ab, are you surprised? I know O'Malley released that track. Are you surprised that anybody else from MMG didn't step up? You know, there was an interview with Gunplay where he was like, yo, that shit is none of my business. But then when you hear someone say, fuck Ab, when you hear Meek say, fuck Ab, you have Dark Low, you
Dark
have
Low
Money,
coming in.
You have AR Ab, everybody coming out and swinging.
No, because, you know, that's MMG really ain't had nothing to do with this shit. It was just like a dream chaser thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They probably know the fuck I am, you know. So they probably do. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But it was. I know it. Like, you understand? I know them. I know them from Philly. You know what I'm saying? I know the Philly guy. I know y'all. I'm surprised when Melly said something because he's really not that type of guy. He's really a nice guy. Like, he really don't. He just want to get his money and chase the girls, man. He's not really like a physical guy out this joint. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm surprised he even said something.
You think Meek had something to do with that?
Yeah, you gotta understand. They probably sitting around. Meek was hurt. Like, damn, man. You know, Meek was getting ate up online by by everybody. He was, he probably was down, and a lot of the Dream Chaser guys had to start saying a little slick shit because they had to step up and defend Meek honor. You know what I mean? That's O'Malley's Meek Mill's first cousin. You know what I'm saying? So he got to defend Meek honor, and I wasn't mad at him for that. You know what I mean? You said what you guys, even though it was all lies, and but you got to defend your cousin honor. You know what I mean? I felt like he not even like he wasn't even worth my fucking time, so I let Doc Lotus get him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wasn't really worth my.
I was really surprised when that shit was released. I was like, whoa, O'Malley released a track. I was surprised. Dark Low came heavy though. I mean, Sean Money. I mean, the boys swinging out here, man.
Yeah. Yo, Ab, is it hard being OBH leader, my nigga, because you got so many goonies behind you? You got to watch this nigga. I always say you talking about that. Explain to the people, my nigga, you probably got a lot on your shoulders, my G.
It's hard being OBH leader because I got people I got real, it's real gangsters in OBH, so it's like, they got their own opinion. So, a lot of niggas don't like to take the backseat. A lot of gangsters don't want to take the backseat. Whatever gangster. They might feel like secretly they're more gangsters than I am. But everybody follow protocol. The hard problem is, everybody from different parts of Philly, they got their own beefs. I be getting included in beefs that I don't even know that it's fucking the ops. You know what I'm saying? Shamoney from a whole other part of Philly, he might got a beef. Now I'm included in it, and I don't even know the op. I don't know nobody. I know Shamoney, OBH, and he got a beef, so OBH got a beef. You feel what I'm saying? And, C-Dot might have a beef from West Philly, and, SP She from South Philly, and, we Raw South Philly, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dark Low from Badlands, and we from all over Philly, so it's like I'm included because I'm the leader. I'm definitely gonna be included in everybody beef, but I'm so used to that because I grew up around guys, some of the worst guys probably known to man, like on the street tip, and they get into a whole lot of shit. So I got shot up, I got shot at and shot a lot of times. You know what I mean? Some shit that probably could be because of some shit they done. You know what I'm saying? So I was used to that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Ab, I seen you say before you've been shot 13 times, my nigga. Yeah. My nigga, and I'm saying this is one brother to another brother. Are you moving differently out here in the streets, my nigga?
Yeah, I've been moving. See, the first time I got shot, it wasn't before me. They was shooting at somebody else. There was two projects on the war, and I'm all right with both projects. I happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. They came to get the other people. You know what I'm saying? The guys in that project. I was just sitting down there. And they was shooting the whole project up, and I got hit 3 times on that tip, you know what I mean? And nobody else got hit. I'm the one innocent bystander got hit on that joint, you know what I'm saying? Second time they came for me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say 13 times, but a lot of times I rap about the 10 times because the second time they slid up on me and dumped the whole clip on me. They let like 30 off on me, you know what I'm saying? So, they tried to kill me, I mean.
As long as you
they caught me slipping, I was high. I was high and drunk and shit, so like it got me, caught me slipping. But never again though.
But now, that's what I'm saying, because I know you got a big circle.
They tried that shit again.
Nah, that's what I'm saying, Ab. What, Ab? My nigga, you got a momentum right now, my dude. You got one of the fucking biggest mainstream artists. Listen, he's not my favorite artist, Drake. I'm a 90s nigga and shit, my nigga. But I respect the nigga what he do. He's one of the biggest mainstream artists and said your name in a rhyme and shit. Now, a lot of niggas just got on AR and shit. You know what I'm saying? Are you in the booth now, more making music now? Because you gotta ride this wave, my nigga. Fuck the bullshit, man.
We in the booth right now. I got my manager Porilla with me. We just locking in the booth, man. And that's all I'm doing right now. I still got my hitters out in the streets and shit. They out there running around like crazy. I let them do all. I said, listen, man, y'all just keep my name alive in the streets. I'm 100, 200 of y'all little motherfuckers. Y'all just keep my name alive out there. I'm gonna jump in this booth, man.
That's your ass. That's what I want a nigga to do. I want a big time executive to grab you, my nigga. And I hate to say this, my nigga. Get you out of Philly for like 6 months and just lock your ass in a lab, my nigga. Without the goons, just you. Well, you gotta have the boost for energy.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
Happened. I guarantee you, I come out with so many fucking hits. It'd be a shame, man.
That's what you want, though, my nigga. I want you out the streets, my nigga. I'm being real, Ab. I know niggas salute the streets. I love the streets, my nigga.
I want to be in the streets. It's like this is at the moment. This is where that's where I had to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta be out here. I don't got nothing to do. I'm out here getting money. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be out here, man.
So is it OBH OBO?
No, it ain't OBH OBO. You know, I never really talked to them at all. So
yeah. It was crazy were you surprised? I knew you mentioned this before, but you were surprised that Drake had even mentioned your name.
Yeah, I woke up, man.
Yo, yeah.
I said I woke up to this shit. I was surprised, man. I had 100 texts, 100 tweets, and all types of shit I woke up to, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Surprising. It was crazy. I think, you know what though, man? I know there's stuff going on in Philly, but as far as hip hop fans, it's really something really good to see, man. Especially people track on wax, and it could have been something so dope if the other side of Meek would have kind of dropped some other shit. But then here comes OBH and Ab and everybody, man, just dropping crazy heat.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's like 20 OBH. It's over 20 OBH artists. All of them got this shit. I just really would have dropped this joint, but everybody just felt like, man, fuck, we dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It should just get out of hand, man. Like that shit. Like that's not. I just did that shit for the sport. It's not something I usually do, man.
Yeah. Do you expect you and Meek to meet up at some point?
At some point we gonna meet up. 9 times 10 ain't really gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably, you gotta understand, man. Me and was friends at one time. I mean, we probably gonna meet up. I mean, I ain't running from nothing. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything, gonna be it. You know what I'm saying? But I know him, and he know me. It's probably gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know. Who knows, man? You gotta understand? It don't really be the main niggas. It be the motherfuckers around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I might meet up with him. You know what I mean? I'm leaving the ball in their court. They look at that goofy. They're gonna get situated. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't know that type of time, though. You know what I'm saying? I know you niggas. Y'all niggas ain't really. You understand? Like, when guys, guys don't pose a threat at all, you really don't even be thinking about that shit. I don't, wake up thinking about if I don't run to meet Mills and them. If I want to talk, it's going to be like, what's up? And, if y'all really want to get busy, we can do that. But I doubt y'all want to do that. You know what I mean?
Ab, you my nigga, Ab, but I got to jab you out here, my nigga. You my guy and everything. But I got confused because I remember when the shit was going down with Cassidy, you was kind of, riding with Meek a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made it sound like, to the niggas in the street, it sounded like, you know what? Ab is co-signing Meek as that street nigga. He's official.
You know what it was? I've been around Cass for years at the time. Cass not really from the streets probably at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not bad mouthing right now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, me and Meek from like North Philly and Meek from South Philly, Cass really from, my area. That's like a, kind of like a suburban part of Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really too much at that time. Now it is, but at that time wasn't really too much going on up there. Like, he never really had to do the shit we had to do. You know what I mean? So Meek was really from the hood. So it was like, all right, this is the guy that's gonna make it in Philly that can get us out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, now I got to really say to get this motherfucker all the way where he's supposed to be at so you can help everybody out. That's what we got to do. You feel what I'm saying? You got the basketball player in the hood that grew up in the hood and shit. Like, he never really done nothing, but everybody's just going to protect him. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's going to be the first nigga that make it out the hood on the NBA. So that was Meek with the rap shit. You know what I mean? So every rap nigga in Philly would have vouched and said, what I got to say to get Meek further? You know what I'm saying? So because he's supposed to be the guy to come back and pull everybody up. You know what I'm saying? So
some Bean shit. On some Beanie Siegel shit like you did with the pop.
He's supposed to be exactly. So like, all right, yeah, Meek, yeah, you're a real nigga, man. Yeah, Meek, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So this is the guy after being in his house. So it's like we had plans and like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So they asking about a guy around me who don't get into the streets. You know what I'm saying? If he about to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, fuck it, yeah, he a real guy. You too. You know what I'm saying? On this trip, like, it's a guy. We got to sell Meek's image. You know what I'm saying? We got to sell his image for Meek to the world. So Meek gonna make it and pull everybody in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, if I gotta help you sell his image, that's what I got to do. Because you're gonna help everybody. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what we had Santos. You know, we had Philly MC Santos up here a few days ago, and he was saying that's the feeling around Philly is that Meek didn't come back for anybody. He hasn't really done anything for the Philly MCs that helped bring him up, and the Philly people that helped bring him up in this game.
Well, you know, because it's like this Philly, you know, the Philly hip hop scene was a small little circle. You know what I'm saying? It's about like 10, 15 rappers that we all used to be in the same. Everybody recorded the same studio, the Back Cave. You know what I'm saying? Everybody record the studio. We all had to be in there doing songs with each other. So, you know, we can tell each other, yeah, we make it this, that, and the third. Everybody can call each other on the phone. We friends. You know what I mean? So it's like, whoever make it, we're going to help. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you make it, you show the more fame you got, the more distance yourself, the more you distance yourself from everybody. You know what I'm saying? He came in touch with me and a couple other guys, but it's like, and then it's like you start noticing little shit like, well, damn, he used to call me all the time to throw songs with him. You know what I mean? If I was like, yo, meet Joe on this track, he'd never do it. And I was like, well, damn, you used to kind of like beg me to get on those songs with you. You know what I'm saying? But now, now I'm asking you, all right, come on, you got a little buzz, come on, some of this track, we can do this. You know, doing this like, you know, me, I don't give a fuck. But I was still out there. I was still on the streets getting it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people go down center like, damn, this nigga ain't going like, I mean, I should do this, that, and the third for this nigga needs to feed me and like help him out, give him money, pick him up from the house every day, drive him around because he ain't no car. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and none of them guys with him right now. So you know,
does he come back?
A lot of people feel upset. Yeah, he comes back. You know, you understand? Me grew up in the hood, so it's like there's a lot of people in the hood that's still like, you know, like that's my friend. I grew up with him. Even though he didn't really do that about the shit, like I'm already out here, so he can hang with us. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of new guys that's around him because he's famous now. So you know, there's a lot of new guys who, you know, who's getting what they fit, and they gonna hold him down for whatever reasons. You know what I'm saying? So he can come back on that tip. He can slide down there with them guys. It's like when Cass not from the hood at all, but Cass always can come back to Philly with me when he was with me. He's like, I don't give a fuck who don't like him. He was with me. He was in Philly. I don't give a fuck. All the beats he went to do with Philly, when he was with me, it was like, yeah, he can come. You know what I'm saying? So we got guys like that, like, you know what I mean? Guys that probably gonna be like, yeah, you can come, you gonna hang with us. But you know what I mean? It's like to a certain point though, like if niggas really want to get aggressive, you know what I mean, nobody really can stop that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, but you know, niggas ain't even on that type of time. Niggas ain't even get this shit no farther than thought, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to get this bag out here, man.
Well, that's the facts, though. And Ab, let me ask you a question. What do you take of him basically throwing in the towel against this Drake shit? Like, fucking my niggas. I mean, he hasn't been on fucking Twitter in fucking goddamn how many weeks since Drake dropped his fucking joint.
I don't know, man.
Fucking Instagram hiding, my nigga.
I just know Meek the type of dude, like, he wears emotions on his sleeve, as you can see on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, men work with intellect. Women work off emotion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, like, he don't really think before. That's when he said my name. He was high. He wasn't really thinking. Like sometimes you gotta really think before every move you do. Everything gotta be calculated, man. When you're in this business, you know what I'm saying? All his moves not calculated, man. Whoever he got around him ain't really. They take so much being yes, man. They're not telling him the wrong shit to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like why you go at Drake? Like this is why you go at Drake? That's kind of like the wrong move to do. Man, who gives a fuck who goes right? Why do everybody getting their back? You got $1 million, he got millions. Like what the fuck? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Y'all just entertaining the broke people, man. All y'all got money. You know what I'm saying? Did it offend you that much? Like, leave shit alone. Now you got Posey putting up there, Posey taking down. Who's around him? Fucking who's his counsel? You know what I'm saying? Like, he doing shit, making shit look badder and badder. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna read some better people around him, man, to make better judgments, better moves. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I don't think any of that shit was smart, especially going on Instagram, getting at people, you know, bashing a lot of people that were riding with Drake and things like that, and then not releasing the song. When you listened to Flex that night and everything was released, and then the reference tracks and things like that, what went through your head?
I mean, at first I'm thinking Meek may come with some powerful shit. You know what I mean? I was kind of thinking he's probably gonna slip some shit in on me because I know he get like. About Instagram was grinding him up and like all this type of shit. I know he'll let that shit get to him and say something that he ain't supposed to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he probably gonna slide some shit on me because I see everybody grinding him up. So I listened real attentively. You know what I'm saying? I listened real closely, and he didn't. And I was on some shit like, all right. But whole time, like, this shit can't be over because this shit was, I know Meek is a rapper. He's a spinner, something like he gonna come with some shit. I was kind of like disappointed, man. But then I'm thinking like, all right, this might be the warm up. He might got the powerful shit coming right after that, the next day or something. You know what I'm saying? And as days goes on, I realize he ain't got no shit. So I'm like, why he ain't dropping no shit? I'm still puzzled by the whole thing, man. You couldn't have told me Meek wasn't gonna put no powerful shit together. I'm puzzled, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy, man. That whole day of releasing that track. Ab, I want to ask you, what you got coming up, man? You gonna be dropping something real soon?
Yeah, I'm about to drop. I got a couple singles I'm putting out here. I mean, you must have heard. I got something. Got a couple joints coming out. You must have heard. You know what I mean? And we are not the same. The 2 joints I'm ready to drop. But Who Harder Me 3 coming soon, though, man.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, nigga. I was just playing part 2 yesterday, my nigga. Was playing part 2. We need that part 3. Yeah, for real.
Who Harder Me 3 coming soon, man. It's coming, bro. We're working on it. We're in the studio every day right now working, man. Yo, this King Ad, top food of Philly. Y'all already know, man. I'm here with my folks at PSA Radio. Real people come at you. You hear me? King Ad, we out. PSA.